A book is a dream that you hold in your hand. That's something I came to learn with time. I used to hate reading. I went through all of high school without reading a single book. My level of laziness made me develop the skills necessary to finish any assignment regarding reading a book without even reading the first page. It wasn't even that hard really. I just had to read the synopsis in the back cover, or find someone's essay online and put it in my own words. I graduated high school and became that guy that would brag about never reading a book in his life, like that's something to be proud of. I was a fool. But then, something piqued my interest. I've always been a fan of Batman. Ever since I watched the animated series growing up, he was my favorite superhero. So by the time The Dark Knight came out and the Arkham Asylum game was announced, my obsession with Batman took another level. I wanted to know more about the character, and the best way to do it was going directly to the source, the comic books. I got myself a copy of Hush, since it was the coolest looking one I could find, and I really enjoyed its story. Then I got The Long Halloween, The Killing Joke, and The Dark Knight Returns. I noticed I started to enjoy the stories as much as I enjoyed the illustrations, so I decided to read other graphic novels like Preacher, The Walking Dead, and Chew. It became a habit of mine. I ended up spending hundreds of dollars buying comics, and then Game of Thrones came out. I really enjoyed the series, so I thought it was the perfect opportunity to try and read a real book. It was a little challenging, since A Song of Ice and Fire has so many characters to keep track of, but the fact that I already watched the first season made things easier for me, since I could put faces and voices to the characters. I read all 5 books and completely fell in love with them. It was like watching the series but better, more detailed and more personal. It was like nothing I experienced before, and I wanted more. And since George R.R. Martin is still working on the newest book, I needed something else to get my fix. I read The Hunger Games, World War Z, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and Ender's Game, all of which were so much better than the movies, by the way. Then I went back to read classics like Dune in 1984. I really couldn't get enough. Nowadays, I'm always reading something. Every day I read a comic, a manga, a few chapters of a book, or even listen to a couple of hours of an audiobook. It became an important part of my life, and every time I look back at how I used to hate reading, I feel embarrassed because I was truly missing out. I would like for you to give me some reading recommendations. It can be a book, a comic, or a manga. Let me know in the comments. Also remember, there's a new video every week, so remember to hit the like button and subscribe.